Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by watching our previous video. This time, we're going to show you about the list of shonen anime in fall 2021. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell for more videos. Aimed at teenagers, especially for boys, the shonen genre will easily have a full action story and various elements that support it. It will not be far from something that smells of comedy, fantasy, and even the harem genre that's very popular. Here's a feed of shonen anime in fall 2021 you can watch in your leisure time. Happy watching! Number 5 is Kikatsuki Tsukushino. Firstly, we have a comedy supernatural anime produced by Madhouse which airs in fall 2021. The television anime series is adapted from a Japanese manga series by Itaru Banoki. Vampires are said to have many weaknesses such as garlic, crosses, and sunlight. However, you won't find out the horrible vampire in the series. Dryleg is a vampire who is afraid of everything, and soon after that, he turns into a pile of ash due to his cowardice, although he is a vampire. The story will begin with Ronald, a vampire hunter, as he encounters Dryleg. For some reasons, they eventually live together. Number 4 is World Trigger 3rd Season. World Trigger 3rd Season will continue the story of Yume Kuko and his friends. Adapted from a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Daisuke Ashihara, World Trigger 3rd Season is a supernatural action anime which tells the story of the strong humanoid neighbor with all problems around him. Set in the city of Mikado, a mysterious gate which connects Earth and another world has opened. From this gate, a monster called Neighbors appears. The story is still continuing with Yume, who is a powerful humanoid neighbor, as he must avoid Border, who wants to hunt him. Number 3 is Taisho Otome Otokibanashi. Taisho Otome Otokibanashi is a comedy slice of life anime splashed with a very interesting romance story. Aired in fall 2021, it's adapted from a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Sena Kiriaka. Set in 1921, precisely during Taisho era, the story will follow a young man who was exiled by his own family. Tamahiko Shima is the younger son of the powerful and wealthy Shima family. However, after his paralyzed right arm, all begins to change. He was exiled by his family. Condemned to live alone during his remaining life, one day a young girl named Yuzuki Tachibana appears on his doorstep. They start to live together and full of peace that was created around them. Number 2 is Platinum End. Carrying a psychological supernatural as the main genre, Platinum End is adapted from a Japanese manga series written by Zegumi Oba and illustrated by Takeshi Obata. The story will revolve around a young man who commits suicide but is rescued by his guardian angel. Mirai Kakehashi is a young student fed up with a life of abuse from his uncle and aunt who raised him since his parents' death, but is saved by a guardian angel called Nase. The story revolves around Mirai's life as he discovers some shocking events in his life. Number 1 is Komi Can't Communicate. On the last list, we have Komi Can't Communicate series or Komi Zanwa Komiyusho Dasu in Japanese. It's a comedy anime which is set in a high school. The anime is adapted from a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Tamahito Oda, which will revolve around the daily life of a young high school girl who is unable to communicate with other people. Shoko Komi immediately receives an overwhelming surge in popularity due to the unprecedented stoic beauty. However, despite her beauty, Shoko is a girl who has a serious problem at communicating with other people. By Hitahito Tadano's help, an exceedingly average schoolboy who sits next to her, the story will revolve around Komi and Hitahito, as they start communicating with each other with someone around them. Well, that's all the list of the shonen anime in fall 2021. Do you have any favorite ones on the list? If you do, let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to hit the like button and share this video as much as you can to your friends if you really enjoy this. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time.